Hey, this is Larry Powell, Circle P Marketing. I just wanted to get this quick screencast over to you guys, kind of outlining how you can generate more traffic for your business in both the commercial trim, construction, and remodeling, kind of all the different services you guys are wanting to offer. I know you had mentioned that you were in the process of building out a website for your business. So I just wanted to show you just an example on some things that you guys can keep in mind while building out your website. It will really help with the ranking side of it as you guys are working on wrapping that up. So the first thing, this is just a website I built for a company out of Eugene, Oregon. This website, while it may not look the prettiest, and obviously you guys can, throw in some more bells and whistles, it does have a lot of the fundamentals on it that help it with rankings. So this is a top ranked site for its niche in its area. And so that's the kind of the stuff I want to really focus on with you guys for your website. So first thing, click to call buttons are super important. People are doing mobile search very often these days, so for them to be able to click on this phone number, this is also a click to call, and be able to connect with your business is going to really help with you guys' conversions once people are getting to your website. Another important factor for your website to keep in mind is your contact form. So having this, high up on this homepage to where people aren't having to search around with how they're going to get a hold of you, will really help with your conversions as well. As much as I hate to say it, like 90% of the time, people aren't even going to scroll past, and read all your content. They don't really care exactly what you have on your website for most of your consumers, but they are looking for how they can get a hold of you guys. So having this contact form front and center to where they can put this information in and get a hold of you guys is definitely important. Another thing that's really important with these websites is the amount of content you have on this homepage. So there was a recent study done by Google where they looked at over 1 million different websites across multiple niches. And what they found from this study is that all the top ranked sites all had at least 1,500 to 2,000 words of content on this homepage. And so making sure you're also really optimizing out this content to include, the correct search terms that you guys are wanting to get picked up for, will really help with your rankings and obviously getting people to your website. So those are just kind of the fundamentals for your website and what's going to kind of help it with rankings and generating the kind of traffic you guys are looking for 2020. So looking at keywords, I know you had said you do work in Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, and Oklahoma. Without really having like any specifics for which city to focus on, I just kind of looked at traffic across the highest populated cities in these areas. There wasn't a lot in the commercial trim area. It's not, as a heavily trafficked, a search term. It's just not as many people looking for it. But remodeling was definitely, a lot of search volume behind those. So I have Jacksonville, there's 300 searches per month for kitchen remodelers in Jacksonville, Florida. You have Atlanta, 200 searches per month for Atlanta bathroom remodeling, so on and so forth. Being in the top spot for one of these search terms, you can count on getting about 33% of that search volume headed towards your website. So, there's a good chunk of people that are interested in these services, and you guys being in that top spot, you'd have them coming to your website. My recommendation for you guys, because you're so spaced out, would be to maybe build like a main website with either different service area pages where you could really build those out to where they're almost like a standalone website that are still like all attached to a main domain. Or you could build out 4 separate websites and work on getting those all ranked individually. But definitely there's a lot of search volume and potential to generate a lot of new customers for you guys across all the different states. We're going to be looking at kitchen remodelers, Jacksonville, Florida, for everything I'm going to be showing you today, just because it had the highest search volume. But all of these principles, as far as the research we can do in the different areas, they all apply, the same for all the different areas. So looking at kitchen remodelers, Jacksonville, there's a couple different things we're looking at here. So obviously you have your GMB 3-pack, Google My Business. There's a lot of different names for it. There's a couple different factors for how you can get your business into this 3-pack. Obviously having an address and a GMB is that first step, but after that, making sure you're getting citations pointed towards that GMB is going to be a big factor in how you get that ranked. Citations is your business name, address, and phone number. You can find great citation sources from websites like Yelp, Yellow Book, even a Facebook page is an example of a citation source where you can list that business name, address, and phone number. but your goal is to have more citations than what your competitors have. And if you don't have, access to addresses in these locations, there's definitely workarounds for that, to where you can still get these GMBs up in these major cities, and claim some of this church traffic. Looking at, other factors for how you can get your business into this, organically ranking your business, in these search results is also another big factor. So looking at B-Tree Homes, they're the first one organically ranked here. So we'll look at their website and kind of what they have going on, just so you know how you can pass up your competition. So looking at B-Tree Homes, they do have a really nice website. They don't have a whole lot of content on this website. I'm not overly impressed with what they have going on. Again, this is built to look pretty. This isn't so much built to get that top spot. Looking back over here, Home Advisor, while that is in that top spot, I don't really consider them to be competition, just because Google really does prefer to rank the small business owner over these large national directory sites. So if you build out your website with those fundamentals that I really talked about earlier, making sure you have that quality content in there, 99% of the time you're going to move above Home Advisor. So next we're going to look at kind of the back end of B-Tree Homes and what they have going on there. So there's a couple different things we're looking at here for the SEO or search engine optimization side of it. Backlinks and referring domains, whether or not they're do follow or not, are kind of the three things we're really focusing on here. So backlinks, the best way to describe that is it's kind of like a high school popularity contest. So you have the most popular kid in school, we'll call him website A, and he's going to link himself to the least popular kid in the school, and we'll call him website B. And by website A linking himself to website B, it in turn brings up that popularity or trust, and makes it more popular in Google's eyes and brings it up in the rankings. So they currently have, just short of 1,500 backlinks, from 270 referring domains, with 245 of those being do follow. And this do follow is really important, just because that means you're getting that popularity back to your website. So, there's definitely some competition here, but definitely doable to pass these guys up in the long run. These numbers, this is, information that was purchased from Google. Google kind of keeps all their stuff on lock, as far as they don't really, allow everybody to do all this stuff. But these guys, just for this page alone, they're getting 232 people a month to this website. So there's a lot of traffic to be had, just in the bathroom remodeling niche in Jacksonville, Florida. So looking at another website here, so this is IR Model Jacksonville, which they were sitting right here at third. So looking at their website, they have a little bit more content on here, but still not a whole lot. They just kind of go into a little bit more detail about the stuff they offer, but still very easy to pass them up for the amount of content they have on here. Looking at the back end of their website, the metrics really drop off here. So they only have 97 backlinks from 35 referring domains, with only 24 of those being do follow. So, there's definitely a lot of potential, and they're still getting, 173 searches a month, being on that fourth spot. So a lot of potential for you guys to generate a lot of traffic. Again, all of these basic principles apply across all the different areas you guys are wanting to go into. So really the focus is just building out that website, to where it's going to rank, and then making sure you're getting proper SEO and backlinks behind that to make it, pull up into that top spot. And then with your guys' GMBs, again, like if you don't have addresses in all these locations, there's always workarounds for that, to where we can still get those GMBs, verified and get those ranked and into those top spots as well, to where you can really capture a lot of that real estate and potential for customers to be clicking on your guys' business. So if you have any questions on any of this, definitely feel free to reach out. I apologize for the length. Usually I try to keep these around 6 minutes, but there was a lot to go over with you guys with your multiple locations. So again, any questions, definitely reach out. Love to talk to you guys more. Thank you.